Hello, friends. This is another series of creepy stories from the vastness of Reddit. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and click the bell so as not to miss new episodes. And now, make some tea, wrap yourself in a blanket, and enjoy listening. Once, when I was around 12 to 13 years old, I used to stay up late and play on my phone and hide under my pillow when I heard my dad coming to check on me. My dad used to do this trick where he would come to the room, then pretend to leave to see if I was really asleep. One night, I heard someone coming towards my room, so I done what I always done. Pretended to be asleep and hide my phone underneath my pillows. When I heard them leave, I got up again. When I did, I saw a man. He was 6 feet, buff, and wearing a baseball cap. I couldn't see anything else as it was dark in the room, but my dad is 6 feet buff and also wore baseball caps. Scared of getting grounded, I made up an excuse. I said, "Sorry, Dad, my friend is going through a rough time and I wanted to make sure she was okay." When I said this, I got no response. So I hugged them and said goodnight. The man didn't say anything, not even a whisper. Confused and starting to get scared, I asked, "Dad, you okay?" I got this weird kind of growl back, so I just turned my back and closed my eyes. When I woke up, I was in a really bad mood with my dad. I thought he took a joke too far and really scared me. When my dad asked about it, I told him. He looked concerned. He then informed me that he was working overnight and he hadn't been home till this morning. He said it was my grandma in the house. My gran at the time was a 5-foot frail woman. At this time, she wasn't able to stand straight. The person I saw was 6 feet and buff. My family chalked it up to me watching too many horror films, but it was so real. Now, I think back, I think it may have been a shadow person, but if I was, how was I able to hug them? And if it was a person, then how did they get into the house? Nothing was stolen. I had a creepy experience just the other day that I can't shake off. I thought I'd share it here. So the day before yesterday, I was with my mom near railway station in Mumbai, running some errands afterward. We were both hungry, so we decided to grab some food from some random stall near us. We were just standing there waiting for our orders when I noticed something unusual. There was a woman on the other side of the road. Her skin was an extremely dark shade, almost like she could have been from an African background, but something about it felt off. I didn't think much of it at the time and just went on with my day, but here's where it gets weird. After we got our food, we started walking home, and as we were walking, I saw the same woman behind us this time. It was different. She looked different. Her face had cuts and scars around her neck. I'm not sure though, because she was scary and didn't thought of looking back again, almost like a zombie. Her hair was messy and her expression, she was crying. But it wasn't just any cry. It was like an ugly, distorted cry that I can't really describe. It felt wrong. ATP, both me and my mom were freaked out. We started walking faster, but the whole time she was behind us, just a few steps behind. She didn't say anything, but her presence was so unsettling. It was like she was just wandering lost or stuck in some kind of emotional or mental distress. When she crossed the road, the whole scene felt even more eerie. Last night I remembered her face again, and I couldn't sleep. I felt so scared just thinking about it. I'm still unsure about what I saw, but I'm wondering if anyone else saw her there. IDK, was she just a person with a mental health crisis, or could it have been something? My girlfriend and I decided to visit what's known as the most haunted town in Australia. Since we only lived an hour away, we thought it'd be the perfect opportunity to check out the infamous Mushroom Tunnels, one of the biggest paranormal hotspots in the area. We arrived around 11 p.m. and had to sneak through a bend in the fence to get in. There were 3 trails ahead of us, and we had no idea which one led to the tunnels, so we just took the first one. Right away, I felt uneasy, way more than I expected. I had been wanting to visit this place for months, and now that I was finally here, I should have been excited. But instead, there was this overwhelming eeriness, a kind I had never felt before. Before coming, I had been reading my girlfriend some stories about the tunnels. People had reported seeing shadow figures, strange lights, and even satanic cults performing rituals. So, as we walked that first trail, I was already on edge, feeling like something could jump out at any second. And yet, despite it being a 99% full moon, we still couldn't see a thing. Eventually we reached the end of the trail, only to find nothing. Just endless open fields. Annoyed, we checked social media and realized we had taken the wrong path. Trail 2 was the one that actually led to the tunnels. That meant walking all the way back down. When we reached the starting point again and faced the 3 trails once more, something about Trail 2 felt immediately wrong. I thought the first trail had been dark, but this was on another level. It was pure blackness, like the trail itself, absorbed light. All we had for illumination was our phone flashlight, which barely helped at all. As we hesitantly walked forward, a large sign suddenly came into view. The Mushroom Tunnels. At this point, I turned to my girlfriend and straight up asked if she wanted to leave. The energy here was unbearable, and for the first time, I seriously considered turning back. But then, I had a moment of clarity. I had been waiting for this night for months. I was finally here. I had to at least step inside. So I turned back toward the tunnel and walked a little closer. That's when my girlfriend suddenly said, "That's the tunnel right there." I followed her gaze. I saw it, and I ran. I can't explain what I saw. It's like my eyes registered something, but my brain refused to process it. The only thing I knew in that moment was that I needed to get the hell out of there. My girlfriend caught up to me, her face pale. She swore she saw a figure standing in the middle of the tunnel, staring directly at us. I'll never truly know if that's what I saw too, but whatever it was, my body reacted before my mind could catch up. But that wasn't even the scariest part. After sprinting back to the car, we jumped in, locked the doors, and turned on the ignition. I went to connect my phone to Bluetooth. And then, the most gut-wrenching, horrific sound blasted from the speakers. I can't even describe it properly. It was low, distorted, and deeply unsettling. My girlfriend immediately felt sick and begged me to turn it off, but I knew I had to capture it. I recorded as much as I could before finally shutting it down. I wish I could post it here, but this sub doesn't allow videos. If you're curious, DM me. I'll send you the clip. And that's the end of our story. But something tells me that place isn't done with us yet. That's all the stories for today. Thank you for listening to the end. Write in the comments which story touched you the most. And with this tip, you can watch my other video.